What's really good? What's really good? What's really good? It is the Sanchez Show. I know it's a Sunday, but it's Conference Championship Sunday. So we had to come to you with a preview, predictions. We got picks, we got parlays for the day. We're going to get into all that, man. My brothers Will Gordon and Trip Young will be joining the live shortly. Make sure you are subscribed to the Sanchez Show. We're live normally on Wednesday nights, 7:30 p.m. And then back with Real Fans, Real Talk at 7 p.m. on Mondays. Again, a special Sunday edition as we do the preview of the conference championship game. Patriots and Broncos set to kick off for about 30 minutes. We had to get to that, obviously, first and foremost. Again, shout out to everybody that was on the live on Wednesday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Shoot us a like, shoot us a comment, send in your topics, your questions. Send all that over, man. I will keep you posted about this week. I know tomorrow night, Trip Young and I will be doing a live at 7 p.m. as a recap of the games from this weekend, as well as any other stories that broke over the weekend. We get a little bit more clarity on the trade deadline that's coming up with the NBA. Wednesday, I will keep you guys posted if there will be a live, because I will be down in Mobile, Alabama, covering the Senior Bowl starting on Wednesday. We've got some things already lined up. Shout out to my man, Terry Span. We got some stuff lined up out there. So depending on the time, I might be able to get on the live that night. If not, we'll just push it back to another day. We'll keep you guys posted. But let's get to what we really came to talk about today. The conference championship previews, predictions. What do we expect? Now, if you guys were locked in with us on Wednesday, I said my picks have not changed. I'm probably even more confident today than I was on Wednesday. I said the Patriots would win. At the time, the line was 5.5. Shout out to Vernon Brownlee. He shot me a message on Facebook, actually, in regards to the post about tonight's show. He said he took the Broncos at the 5.5. He got in on the line early because that line has shifted. Right now, it is down to Patriots 3.5. I got it at Patriots 3.5. I think it's amazing value. I said on Wednesday, there are too many factors for me to even think that the Broncos could not only win this game, but keep it close. And one of the rules I will say, something that I do follow along when it comes to NFL playoffs, if you're going to take an underdog, you got to have some belief that they can actually win that game. So to just take points, you got to have belief that you think they can win the game. That I don't have in the Broncos. And that's why I really like the Patriots. The line has shifted 2 points, like I said, over the last couple of days. A lot of money is coming on the Broncos. Trip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know when you're ready. Will, give me a thumbs up. Let me know when you're ready. I don't know if y'all got the game in the background. I'm about to highlight what I'm seeing right now on the screen as well, which makes me even more confident in the Patriots right now. But yeah, I just think, again, if you're betting the Broncos, right now, the defense is good. It would be a great Disney story if Stidham can come in this capacity and win this game. But I just think it's a lot to ask, man. I think it's way too much to ask a guy who's been sitting on the bench all year. Guys, again, give me the thumbs up. Let me know when y'all ready, man. We got to get to it. Trip, you ready? I'm gonna bring you on camera. My brother Trip Young's in the building. Trip, was good, bro?
What up, man? Oh man,
listen. If I could convince my wife to just let me pull all the money out the savings right now, I would pull all the money out the savings and bet it on the Patriots. Do y'all have the game on in the background?
I just uploaded it now.
Will, let me know when you're ready. Hold on, because I don't want to even say this until I got y'all both on the screen.
Had to put the
this
shovel
is specifically for Will Gordon.
Oh, my.
Will, how you doing, my brother? How you feeling, Will?
What they do, baby?
I see you got your Mike McDaniels aviator glasses on.
Yeah,
Mike is down in Southern California.
I pulled out the Mike McDaniels. I'm on my death row poster right now. I'm on my death row poster. I got my $10 Ross chain on. My Mike McDaniels aviators ready. We ready, baby.
You ready? Listen, I'll save this comment just for you, right? Because I got the pregame show on the background, the CBS pregame show. I don't know if y'all saw this. Jarrett Stidham has his whole family in the end zone taking pictures and giving him hugs. The whole family's crying because he's getting the start. Jarrett Stidham starts crying, I guess, when he hugs his dad. Now, you just killed the Bills last week for crying after losing the game. How do you feel about crying before the game even starts?
That's different. That's the mama we made it. That's the mama we made it.
This is his moment right here. You know, he's celebrating.
That leads me to believe he's going to shit the bed even more today. If y'all this excited that he's actually getting a start, this is like we never in a million years thought you was good enough to start, let alone the AFC Championship. Oh, we so proud of you, Jared.
Hey, if that's my son starting in this situation, we might have that same moment. But it's it's completely different than the crying after you lose. This is that we made it. You know, this is your time. Make me proud, son. That's that moment now. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Listen, I'm okay either way. I told you before, I wasn't mad about Josh Allen and them crying because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes and you don't know what type of conversations that had that maybe lead to that emotion. And I'm not mad at Jarrett Stidham and his family sharing that moment, right? It's up to this date in his career. It's the biggest moment of his career. To come off the bench and now you're starting an AFC Championship game and against your former team because he was with the Patriots for 2 seasons. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I'm not mad either way. And I agree with you. If I had a son, I would be emotional in this moment too. But I also think that's one of them situations that you have behind the scenes. Like, man, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe we're in this moment. And I'm crying behind the scenes. But in public, I'm going to make it seem like we knew all along my son's the greatest thing ever. We've been new. Y'all just catching up. I'm not going to be on the sideline wiping snot off my face because it's 20 degrees in Denver and the whole family crying in the corner of the end zone.
Nah, I mean, I don't know about the cry. I mean, listen, if you cry on the sideline, it is what it is. It's a moment for him. I mean, it's playoff, I guess, whatever. Would I want to be crying with the fam right before a game when I got the Patriots on the other side of the football? No, I need to be locked in, game face, like we ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm covered on the field with the utmost confidence. Like, yeah, we always knew. And when my son delivered today, y'all gonna see we always knew. Now behind the scenes, yeah, we gonna cry, we gonna boo-hoo it up. I might watch a couple old videos of him when he was a kid on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't believe we here. But in this moment, well, come on, you gotta portray the confidence like we always know we good.
Yeah.
But then also it might be, he might be the type, he see his parents cry, it might make him cry. He might be locked in, but seeing the emotion of the family make him emotional,
True.
It could be that too.
That's fair.
Then I gotta know, like, yo, y'all can't be making me cry before the game.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a conversation we would have to have in the hotel the night before. Like, listen, I appreciate y'all. Because he, kid you not, he had about 15 to 20 family members on the field right now, hugging and kissing him and crying. So
that might be the battery in his back he need too. You know what I'm saying?
I agree because I already see the 3 interceptions loading up. He throwing about 3 picks today. He throwing about. I told if I could get I'm putting the life savings on the Patriots. Listen, let's get to it. Let's just get right to it.
Segue? Is that a segue?
Listen, let's get right to it. All right. I'm sorry, Trip, you wasn't able to be with us on Wednesday. I know you were working Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. I said on Wednesday night, so I'm gonna give you your first opportunity to kind of give your picks and predictions. Jarrett Stidham has not thrown an actual NFL game pass in 2 years. The last pass he threw was in December of 2023. Okay.
Yeah, I remember what.
Yeah, he came off the bench. All right. For his career, he's only thrown 197 passes, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Nothing impressive about it. The media all week has tried to hype this up. Oh, you never know. Jarrett's got some athleticism. Let's cut the bullshit. If the Broncos thought that Jarrett Stidham had anything in the tank, there's no way they would have wasted a first-round pick on Bo Nix. They would have given Jarrett Stidham a chance. All right. You're telling me a guy who has sat on the bench all year, has not thrown a pass all year, is going to come off the bench and then be calm enough to execute an offense that has been built for Bo Nix. And on top of that, this is the same defense that rattled Justin Herbert in that game, and they beat up Justin Herbert, that rattled and beat up C.J. Stroud. Those 2 quarterbacks are far more accomplished, far better quarterbacks than Jarrett Stidham. But somehow I'm expected to believe Jarrett Stidham got something in the tank that would allow him to have a better success against this defense. Trip, if I'm lying, let me know I'm lying, man.
I mean, we gotta sell papers, as the old saying goes, right? So we gotta create the narrative. We wanted to say, the Patriots are gonna beat the brakes off of the Denver Broncos because Jarrett Stidham has no business being the starting quarterback in an NFL playoff game. But we gotta still make it. We gotta make it sound good. So we gotta act like it could be something. There's always a possibility, and you know what? There is always a 1 million chance that he could go in there and light it up. Who knows?
Will, you still feel as confident as you did on Wednesday? You took the Patriots outright, and you said Jarrett Stidham might have a good game in this one too.
I took the Broncos outright.
I'm sorry, the Broncos.
Yeah, I still do. Especially, I just think I don't think they're going to ask him to do a ton. I don't think they're going to need him to do a ton, and I think what they're going to ask of him, he's capable of doing. And if they get is J.K. Dobbins ruled out?
I don't think it matters.
Wait, are they asking him to pass the football at all?
Yeah, that's.
No, I'm talking about the running attack with Harvey and Dobbins.
Well, I don't know if Dobbins is available because he doesn't come up on any parlay tickets. You can't get J.K. Dobbins. I'll show you. When you look at rushing yards for the Broncos, they actually give you Marvin Mims rushing numbers along with R.J. Harvey. They don't even give you Dobbins. And I actually like the Marvin Mims. And we're gonna hint that.
What is it, like 2.5 or something?
I love that one because
that's every week is 2.5 for him.
Not only that, in this type of game, isn't this when you would pull out an end around or reverse? Right.
That's what they want with him.
Right. This is the type of game that you would bring out the trick play for a guy like Marvin Mims, your gadget guy. So if you're Sean Payton, this is exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna get him an end around. You're gonna motion him out of maybe a slot position into the backfield and give him a toss play and try to see if maybe you can get him into some open field. But will you say they won't ask a lot of Jarrett Stidham? I don't see how they can ask a lot of him. Their offense, if you look again, 8 of their last 10 games, and I highlighted this on Wednesday's live. 8 of their last 10 games, Bo Nix threw the ball more than 30 times. This was not a run-first offense. Bo Nix was not a game manager. They were relying on Bo Nix to make plays, not only passing, but also with his legs. You're talking about a Patriot team that's really good against the run. With Milton Williams in the lineup, he missed about 4 games this year. Aside from them 4 games, with Milton Williams in the lineup, no team ran for more than 55 yards against the Patriots. You cannot run the ball against this front line. This front line is really, really good. So
J.K. Dobbins not playing, so
JK's out. Okay, so you're relying on R.J. Harvey. I also, like I said, I know, Will, you're a Chargers fan. I know the Chargers were banged up when they played the Patriots. Justin Herbert been in the league for quite some time. He's seen damn near every defense. C.J. Stroud been in the league 3 years. He's seen a lot of different defenses. He's played in 6 playoff games. You guys, and not you guys, because Tripp, it sounds like you agree with me, Will specifically. You're telling me Jarrett Stidham, who's been sitting on his ass for this whole year, is going to be able to decipher a defense better than Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Jarrett Stidham's going to have more time than Justin Herbert did. I know that.
Over or under 1 touchdown for the Patriots defense?
I would take the over.
Under.
I would take the over because I can see.
I like Denver defense scoring today.
I mean,
Drake May fumbled the ball 6 times in these playoffs, gentlemen.
He has. That's the only thing that would give anybody hope if you're betting against the Patriots. If you're betting against the Patriots, I'm gonna use kind of the same logic I used on that Monday night game, Texans-Pittsburgh, where I said the only way Pittsburgh can even hang with the Texans is if C.J. Stroud turned the ball over a couple times. I feel the same way today. If Drake May turns the ball over a couple times, especially early in this game, first quarter, first half, and lets the Broncos kind of get themselves in the game and hang around, yeah, they got a shot. But if he plays a pretty clean game, you mentioned the fumbles, but I think 4 of those 6 fumbles he's recovered. They didn't lose those fumbles. They were able to get him back. So there wasn't any momentum change or momentum shift. If the Broncos don't get turnovers early and give their offense a short field, if Sean Payton doesn't pull out a trick play, some sort of gadget play, some sort of fake punt, some sort of double reverse, there's no way the Broncos could win this game straight up. There's no absolute. I'm willing to bet anything on that. There's no way they can win this game straight up because Jarrett Stidham is not going to carry your offense. You're going to need things to fall your way. You're going to need a block kick. You're going to need an interception return or a fumble that sets up a short field. Because other than that, you're saying that
first.
If the Patriots score first, it's going to get real quiet in there.
And he has no choice but to throw the football. You think he's going to be able to lead those receivers, which, respectfully, they don't really have any great receivers out there. So now he's going to be able to bring that crop of wide receivers with RJ Harvey, who's pretty good, but I just don't see it. And it's not like the Patriots have a bad defense. They have one of the better defenses in the league too. So I can't see Denver with Stidham at quarterback winning this game.
Like I was going to say too, if you're looking at a situation where you get down 10-3, 13-0, it's over. It's going to be over early. It's going to get quiet, and then Stidham's got to throw the ball. They need things to happen. I've heard people this week, and I see CBS showing the graphic, people this week, Nick Foles. Nick Foles started from like week 13. Nick Foles had a good month and a half to get himself right. They showed Jeff Hostetler. Jeff Hostetler has starts prior to the playoffs. Doug Williams. When you were still a Redskin fan, Doug Williams, he had starts leading up to the playoffs. It's super tough to just come off the bench and in 1 week say, it's okay, the whole season's on the line. Conference championship right now, everything's on the line.
You know who I blame for this, Eric? I blame Philip Rivers.
You're right. You can't.
It was fault. All Philip Rivers' fault.
Nah, you can't blame Philip Rivers though. You can't blame Philly.
He came back after 2 years off and got in the game and was halfway decent.
I mean, he was terrible in his first game. He only threw for like 108 yards in his first game. He just didn't turn the ball over. His second and third game got better. But again, you can't even. And now I see your reference though. Everybody think they could do it, but Philip Rivers is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I know.
Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, it's. And it's not like remember how remember Mike Flynn that year he had came in, played that last game. And that's how he wanted to get that big contract.
That contract in Seattle.
But at least we saw him play like one immaculate game. I've never ever seen that from Jarrett Stidham in the NFL.
Guys, shout out to my man Leo. He tuned in. People want to know. What are we putting on the parlays today? I already said I like Marvin Mims over 2.5 rushing yards. I love that one.
I ain't got my phone. Hold on.
Where do y'all rank? Real quick. Where do y'all see Sean Payton in coaching rankings in the league right now?
In the league right now?
Yeah.
I would say he's probably top 6, top 7.
And where would you put Vrabel?
I think Vrabel's probably a top 10 coach.
So they right around.
Yeah, I think they're fairly close to each other. I mean, Sean Payton has the better resume because he's a champion. But Mike Vrabel has been to an AFC championship with Ryan Tannehill as his quarterback. He's taken less talent to the same place before. Look back at some of those Titan teams outside of Derrick Henry. Who do you remember from any of those Titan teams?
Nobody.
Right. So Mike Vrabel has shown he can coach, and he can coach a lesser talent. So I think they're in the same conversation in terms of where they rank as head coaches in the NFL right now. I would give the slight edge to Peyton just because he's won a Super Bowl. But I also said this before last week. Sean Payton now, even after the win last week against Buffalo, he's 2-8 in his last 2-6 in his last 8 playoff games. So it's not like he's been overly impressive. And you look back at some of them teams with the Saints, they were in the dome indoors and they were losing as favorites. They lost to the Rams as favorites. They lost to the Buccaneers as favorites. They lost to Minnesota on the Minnesota Miracle. So they've had some tough losses in the playoffs, Sean Payton specifically anyway.
Do you have them covering the spread?
I don't. Shout out to my man Vern, the counselor. Vern has shot me a message on Facebook. He said he got in early. He took the Broncos when they were at +5.5. The line as of 30 minutes ago was 3.5 for the Patriots. I think that's great value. I locked that in. I already had the Patriots on another ticket, but I took the 3.5 as well because I think the Patriots going to win this game by at least a touchdown, if not more.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's what all right. That's what I got. I had them covering the 3.5.
Yeah, I like the Patriots to cover the 3.5. I think what's the over-under right now? Did it change any? Because I think the over-under was like 46. It's down. It's actually 43.
43.5.
43.5.
I didn't even mess with. I took the over in the Rams Seahawks game. I think that's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, that's what I did too. and I took the under in Memphis.
I think in the Rams Seahawks game, we can get to that now too. I really don't know who's going to win the game. I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for the Rams because that was my initial pick.
Yeah.
But I think Seattle's defense is legit. And as long as Sam Darnold doesn't turn the ball over, Seattle's got a really good chance. That's been his only issue against the Rams. He's thrown 7 interceptions in their 2 regular season games. So as long as he doesn't revert back to that, Seattle should be fine. But I think the 2.5 points in terms of the Rams, that's great value. Because if you look at the first time they played, that was a 21-19 game that the Rams won. The second game was 38-37 that the Seahawks won. So both those games being inside of a field goal, a third matchup should probably be inside of a field goal. I think is great value at 2.5.
Yeah, I think the plus 2.5 on the Rams. I think.
I think that's what the value is. What's some of the player props that you like, Will?
In the Rams game?
In either game. We can start with the Broncos game since that one's first set to kick off in about 10 minutes.
I like RJ Harvey over 37.5 rushing. Because I think they're going to try to tote that rock a lot and take the pressure off of City.
Okay.
So I like that. I might like that in the first half actually. But I'm taking a 37.5 over rushing yards for RJ Harvey.
Trip, what you like, bro?
I got. Hold on. Where's my ticket at?
I'll tell you what. You get that up. I'll tell you some of the other ones I like. I like Evan Ingram over 2.5 receptions. Tight end is a quarterback's best friend. You're talking about a quarterback in this situation who doesn't have a lot of chemistry with Cortland Sutton, with Marvin Mims, with Humphrey. I could see him relying on his tight end. And they love to move Evan Ingram around anyway to get him some easy looks. So I think over 2.5 catches for Evan Ingram. I like that one.
I got a touchdown for Henderson and Stevenson.
Oh, you going anytime touchdown with the backs?
Yeah, because that weather up there is going to be crazy because of all of the snow. So I think they're going to be running the football a lot more than usual. So, yeah, I think both of them can wind up getting in the end zone.
Okay. What else you like?
One that I like a lot because of the value is y'all ain't gonna like it, but I like betting on shit like this. Plus 950 is this the only touchdown I think City's gonna throw. I think he is gonna throw 1 touchdown today, and I think it's gonna be the Lil Jordan Humphrey.
They got him plus 950.
I thought he was going to touchdown to the Patriots defense.
That's crazy. They got him he caught a touchdown last week. I'm surprised they got it at plus 950.
So am I, because they still banged up a receiver. So right. I'm loving that at plus 950.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they got that set so high. But I think Stidham's over under on touchdowns.
0.5, ain't it? Well, it was yesterday. It might have changed.
Yeah, I think it's a half. They don't have much value in him. They don't think anyway that he's going to throw at least a touchdown. They got it kind of his mark right there.
Yeah, I think he throws 1, and I think he throws it to Lil Jordan.
Listen, we're not gonna stay live too long. We gave this really quickly. Will you like the Broncos and the upset at home to go to the Super Bowl? I have the Patriots. Trip, you going with the Patriots? Or you going with the Broncos?
Nah, I've been with the Patriots all this time. I got to stick with the pick.
That's a fact. You did have them going to the Super Bowl before the playoffs started. Let's go to the Rams Seahawks. Let's get that one out the way before kickoff actually happens here in Denver. Again, we talked about it on Wednesday. Will and I both like the Rams. I said from the preseason when everybody was talking about the Eagles as running it back, I said the team that I thought could contend out of the NFC was the Rams. They're as healthy as they're going to be. They get their third opportunity at Seattle. They beat them the first time. They should have beat them the second time on that Thursday night game. So I still like them a lot. Trip, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I thought the game would be a little closer, but I took the over on the Rams because I'm picking them to win the game anyway. And I got Tua for 70 yards and a touchdown.
Puka Nacua for 70 and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like Cooper Kupp's number. Let me go back because I had it up too. I could see this being kind of a little bit of a revenge game for him. Mm-hmm. And I expect that the Rams are probably going to keep rolling coverage. to Smith and Jigba. And so I can see Cooper Kupp getting some one-on-one opportunities. What do they have his number at? They got Cooper Kupp at 30.5. I think it's an over on Kupp.
They should have called Aaron Donald to come out of retirement just for this game. Just for
one game, yeah.
Will you like anything in the Rams Seahawks game?
Yeah, I like I like the Rams to win, but I like AJ Barner anytime touchdown plus 220 for Seattle.
He actually caught that touchdown to win the game in their Thursday night matchup.
So yeah, they like to get him involved a lot. I can see him sneaking one in today.
Do you think it was a last minute scratch because it happened actually during the week? There is no Charbonnet today, so it's really only Kenneth Walker. Could that play a factor in this game for Seattle? I think it does, but I want to hear your opinion on it.
I don't think a ton. I don't think it. Yeah, no.
Nah, I don't think so, because one thing I noticed about this team is guys just step up. So I don't think that's gonna matter. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I just think I'll go with Stafford and Puka and Devontae. I don't know. I just like that combination better.
You said Puka 70 yards in the TD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got Barner anytime touchdown. I'm gonna run that through just to see what it looks like. But
now Devontae needs to step up then, because he ain't done shit against Seattle this season.
Yeah, he struggled in both their games.
Yeah, he's had a catch on them all season. One catch for 8 yards.
Third time's the charm, right? That's what they say.
He's due.
I think I'm like I said to Zach, keep an eye on the Charbonnet injury, because Charbonnet I think is the better blocking back of the two, and they like to use him in passing situations. So it'll be interesting. Now maybe it won't matter. Maybe Kenneth Walker plays so well we won't even think about it. But if we get into the third, fourth quarter and it's a close game, and Kenneth Walker, we start to see that they target him as the guy that they blitz on that side of the field, then it'll be interesting to see what adjustments Seattle can make. Let me see, son. You said AJ Barnes plus 220 too.
Yeah.
Let me
so I put a ticket together with that, Lil Jordan, and a couple other things. It might be a nice little ticket.
Listen, if you put those four things that we talked about just on the Rams game, that gets you at plus 1,100. So Puka anytime touchdown, AJ Barner anytime touchdown, Puka 70 yards, Cooper Kupp 30.5 yards. That puts you at a plus, like I said, 1,100. And then if we want to add the other stuff in, I mean, y'all gonna have to calculate that up real quick. The game about to start, man. I ain't calculating everybody's, but I'll give the people real quick. This is what we were looking at for today. I like Marvin Mims over 2.5 rushing yards. RJ Harvey over 37.5 rush yards with Wills. I like Evan Ingram 2.5 receptions. Tripp said anytime touchdown by Henderson and Stevenson. And then Will have brought up the anytime TD Humphrey, Lil John Humphrey in there. And then we talked about Cooper Kupp over 30.5 yards receiving. AJ Barner anytime touchdown. Puka 70 yards and a touchdown. Do with that which I will, man. I
got one more.
What's the other one?
I got Matt Stafford over 0.5 rushing yards at plus 134.
Listen,
he a gamer. I can see him running for his life for a first down. He a gamer, you know.
I mean, a couple of QB sneaks, you might even have it there too.
Yeah, exactly. 0.5 at plus 134. I love that.
All right, there you have it. Listen, fellas, give me a quick final thought before we wrap up. The game's about to start, man.
Let's hope the refs stay out of these games, and it's decided on the play and not on the calls.
If you ain't got to be outside in this weather, don't be outside. Don't play yourself. It's crazy out there. Stay inside, stay warm, stay with your family.
Hey, I got some meat on the smoker. Right now, pause. So that's about as far outside as I'm going, man.
No, that's a fact. Listen, we appreciate everybody. We know it was a last minute emergency live, but we did it. Enjoy the games, guys. Stay safe, stay warm out there. We will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Trip Young and myself. We're going to be recapping this weekend's games along with anything else that's going on. We didn't even get to the Mike McCarthy news, but we'll save that for this week.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to that. But for my brothers, Will Gordon, Trip Young, I am Eric Sanchez. This was the Sanchez Show emergency podcast for Conference Championship Weekend. We out of here, man. Enjoy the games.